Hi, this is Andrea again, and in today's quick law of attraction video, I'm going to answer a viewer question that I got recently on Instagram on how to stay positive during difficult times. But first, if you're watching this video on YouTube or on my website, please make sure to subscribe because I do put out new law of attraction videos every week. Also, YouTube viewers, please make sure to hit those notification buttons so that you see these videos when they come out. Let's go ahead and talk now about how to stay positive during difficult times. Real quick, I did want to say a big thank you to all the people who are watching this video because I did hit 2 big milestones on YouTube. Yesterday, I hit 10,000 subscribers. So thank you so much for following and commenting and sharing on YouTube. And also today I hit 100,000 fans on Facebook. So if you've been watching me on Facebook, following my page, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. But anyways, back to this question. This is a really great question from this Instagram viewer on how to stay positive during difficult times. And I do have a few useful suggestions if you've been wondering how to do this. All right, now the first thing that I'd like to mention about this is that if you're going through a challenging time where you feel like you're drowning or you feel like you're overwhelmed, it's really helpful to remember that no matter where you are, the law of attraction is going to make it very easy for you to continue being where you are. And this may seem like a bad thing, but I've actually found that contemplating this has been helpful. Okay, because when I'm sad or when I've been angry or when I've been frustrated in the past, all of a sudden it felt like everything was going wrong and I would get very overwhelmed by that. Being happy seemed very far out of reach. But when I started to realize that all that was really going on was that I had wandered into a more negative territory, which started making me a magnet for negative thoughts. Just that knowledge alone was very useful to me, and I want to pass that on to you, which is that if you are in a negative state, you are going to become a magnet for negative thoughts. Things are naturally going to look bad. It's going to look dreary. All of the input that you're getting is going to be saying, this is going to get worse, this is bad, this is horrible. But just understanding that, okay, this is just the law of attraction. Right now I'm in a negative state, and that's why I'm attracting a whole bunch of negative thoughts to me right now. It's really just a bunch of BS, because when my state gets higher, I'll become a magnet for more optimistic thoughts. So it's not that any of these thoughts that are coming to me are actually real or they actually have to pan out that way. All right. All that means is that in the moment I'm in that lowered, drowning, feeling over my head kind of state. And so the thoughts that are coming to me are just negative. So that's something that I do is that if I find myself in a more negative place and I start getting that kind of crazy talk, I'll just remind myself, oh yeah, okay, it's law of attraction. So yeah, I can tell I feel crappy right now. So that's why I'm getting crappy thoughts. When I feel better, I'll have better thoughts. And just saying that to myself has a real great power to kind of neutralize the negativity of the moment. And that's something else to understand is that when we're feeling negative, when we really feel like life's beating up on us, suddenly feeling positive is a very tall order. It's a big vibrational jump. And it's a lot easier to get into a positive state by neutralizing your negativity rather than by jumping all the way up to the top. So anything that you can tell yourself in the moment, it's like, okay, this is temporary. It's all right that I'm feeling this way. You know, I'm just getting these negative thoughts because they're being drawn to me like a magnet right now. Anything you can do to kind of neutralize it will work wonders for you because it will slow down the downward momentum. Okay, and it'll get you in a more baseline neutral area. And once you're feeling kind of okay with the situation, then it's a little bit easier to climb up into the higher vibrational state. So that's something else to mention is that if you feel like you're drowning, suddenly jumping into positivity is probably too hard of a jump. And you're probably going to get really frustrated with yourself if you try to make that jump. So instead of trying to make the let me be positive right now jump, aim more for the, let me try to neutralize this a little bit. Now, my last piece of advice on this really great question on how to stay positive during difficult times is that you're allowed to be negative. Give yourself the freedom to be negative. Now, I'm not saying that we all want to be negative, and that's not really the purpose of this channel, is to promote negativity, all right? But my point is that a lot of times when people learn about the law of attraction and the power of positivity, they get it in their mind that I'm supposed to be happy. I have to be happy. I'm not allowed to be sad. I'm not allowed to be upset. I'm not allowed to grieve. I'm not allowed to be angry. And that is highly, highly limiting. Here's the thing. Yes, you probably prefer to be happy. That's your preference, but you're allowed to be upset. You're allowed to grieve. You're allowed to be angry. And allowing yourself those emotions is really great for neutralizing their effects, because people who follow the power of positivity and the law of attraction, they often shame themselves and guilt themselves for feeling negative. And all that does is compound the negativity. So another very useful suggestion that I have during those times of not feeling so great is just reminding yourself, I'm allowed to feel this way as long as I need to or want to. Give yourself the permission to do what you want or you feel you need to do, because that's going to make you feel a lot better. That you're allowed to feel the way that you feel, rather than you're not allowed to feel the way that you feel, which is only going to make you feel worse. Thanks so much for watching today's quick law of attraction video. If you've got a law of attraction question that you'd like for me to answer, feel free to go ahead and drop it to me in the comments below, and I will consider it for a future video. Again, please remember to subscribe and to turn on your notifications. And of course, make sure to have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.